This is the proposed site for the Aquatics Unlimited green roof. As you can see now, it is just a rubber roof with gravel overlay. Very few protrusions that we would have to worry about and to allow access to in the future. We are having problems with leakage, so we figured if we had to replace the roof, it would be a good idea to investigate the opportunities that a green roof would provide for this store and our environment. As you can see, the roof is in dire need of repair, with major leakage and destruction of equipment in the store below. The green roof would help with the air conditioning unit by eliminating the hot air that it would have to compensate for and reducing our electrical bill on the cooling, which is the main thing the store pays electricity on. We tend to cool the building for almost 10 months out of the year from all the heat generated from all the equipment inside. As you can see, the patches along here are quite numerous. One has already let go on the other side, so we'll be looking into getting a seamless roof or ones where the patches will hold up better. Also investigating a leak detection system so we know where the leaks actually are taking place. It looks like a nail or something sharp has penetrated the liner there. And here the patches are beginning to deteriorate because they are exposed to sunlight, and that exposure is causing the rubber to prematurely break down. Here is the gutter system that in winter sometimes freezes up and causes water to run down the back of the building and into the basement. I will show you the fungus and mold damage later. At our store, we use what's called a refugium on some of our tanks to use natural growth of an algae to help clean the water. By doing this, we keep out the nitrates from hurting the corals, and we allow ourselves to do fewer water changes, and in doing so use less salt that has to be transported and created from Texas and then shipped up to Wisconsin, and less water. The water that we dump has salt in it, not to any great extent that it would really damage the system, but any lowering of water use is always a benefit, especially in the commercial and industrial use, two of the largest consumers of water. In the back room, we have replaced all of our fluorescent light bulb ballast and light fixtures with 32-watt ballast electronic rather than the old tar ballast. They now use only 32 watts rather than the old ones using 40 watts and pull much less amperage. Now all we have to do is figure out a proper way to dispose of all the old ballasts that we have collected from this process. This is a 144-gallon tank that holds live corals and fish. Nearly all the corals were fragged from corals that did not come from the ocean, but were rather raised from corals fragged and kept by local hobbyists. The original corals that came from the ocean would allow us to, many times over, duplicate and grow more. Also, this allows us to hopefully someday reseed areas of the ocean with the corals that have been lost due to man's plundering of the ocean.